Hey YouTube, I'm Facia and this is Simply Lavish at Home. By request, I made this banana pudding cake, which was a wonderful take on a summertime favorite, especially for a birthday party. I started by baking 2 pans of vanilla cake, just regular vanilla cake. And here you see I'm cutting off the caramelization of that cake once I pull them out of the pans. Admittedly, this was my first time doing this step. So I was really shy about how much I cut off because I didn't want to ruin the shape of the cake or cut off too much. But next time I'll know that, I have a steadier hand than I thought I would and be able to cut a little bit more off to get the most clean cut that you can get once the cake is all assembled. So I'm using my turntable and a nice sharp serrated knife to slowly cut away the caramelization, revealing just a white cake. And then I'm going to spread down some saran wrap because when I simple syrup the cake, it prevents the syrup from getting all on the counter and making it extra sticky. It's just easier to clean up in between. And I'm just taking my simple syrup, which keeps the cake moist, and pouring it on. Now I've turned my attention to the filling, which is vanilla pudding. I used the larger package that has 6 servings, and made the pie filling recipe. So there I am slicing up bananas and putting them in a bath of lemon water, which prevents browning. I was actually also worried about this step because the bananas in the water, I didn't know how that was going to work. And to ice this cake, I used whipped cream icing instead of buttercream, which is not easy to work with, but I think it tastes better with the cake, and it's what's expected with that particular cake. I am going to link all the recipes that I use down in the description so you can check them out. And I am now assembling the cake. So you start off with a layer of cake, like a really thin layer of buttercream, and then I am using the Nilla Wafers inside the cake, followed by a layer of bananas. And I've made a dam around the outside edge so that the filling doesn't seep out. And then once the bananas go down, I top that off with the pudding and just continue to build those layers as you go up. I often double the dam just to make it high enough so that it doesn't seep out, and it'll fit all of that filling in there. So once I've got it all together, I apply a quick crumb coat to lock in any of those crumbs, let that chill for a bit. And then I come in with the full icing. Like I said, I feel like it was a little bit harder to get a smooth outside with the whipped cream because it's a little bit softer than the buttercream, or maybe I didn't mix it well enough. Because most of the time I do work with buttercream. For the home cook, I think buttercream is a little more forgiving, and it sets a little bit harder than whipped cream. So it's easier to maneuver. But I think this turned out really well. I'm using some of the mini Nilla Wafers to garnish the outside and just kept it simple. And it was a big hit at the party. I was actually asked if it was okay to hug me when they found out I was the one that made the cake. And the birthday girl, as you can see, really loved it. So I want to know what you think. Leave your comments below, give this video a thumbs up, and if you have not already, hit that subscribe button and the little bell lets you know every time I post a video. Thank you so much for watching. Until next time, here's to living simply lavishly. Cheers.